Hey guys, how's it going? This is the Helpful Lockpicker here, and I hope everyone has had a really nice week this week. What I have for you today is going to be another Lock Sport update video. This is a really fun series that I started so I could share some of the things that I've been up to, and also be a great place for the community to share some of the things that they've been working on. Some more information on the updates of this week is coming up in just a moment. Please stay tuned. Thank you so much for checking out this week's Lock Sport update. This is just such a fun video series to run. A few updates personally that I have. If you've seen my most recent video, I got in two really cool pinning trays from lockfall.com. I got in the mini pinning tray that sells for $35 if you get the aluminum version. And this is just such a small, versatile little pinning tray. Additionally, I got the full-size pinning tray that sells for $75. It has much more room and is well equipped for disc detainer locks. What I really like about this tray is I have recently ordered a silver bullet lockpick from lockfall.com. That is a disc detainer lockpick that was designed by Huxley, who is known as the Abloy Slayer. And I am so excited to get started with disc detainer locks, and this tray is well equipped to handle them because I can put all the discs in each little cutout here, and that will be a lot of fun to get started on. I am also waiting on a silver bullet made by Huxley himself, and between the two of them they will be really fun to start to learn how to use and be able to compare how the two came out. I also ordered a lever lockpick set from Andy Mack. On Valentine's Day, Andy Mack released his very own website where he is starting to sell all of his lever picks. He is a very generous guy. He has given away so many sets, and now he is making the sets publicly available if you'd like to order them. I'll put a link up on the screen here so you can check out his website if you're interested in trying to find a place to get some really cool lever locks. But what I'd like to do now is just share a couple questions with you today. There are a few channels that I used to watch very frequently, and I am just wondering what happened to them and if you have any good knowledge on what has happened. The first one is TNJ's Lockpicking Nord. This was a pretty fun channel, and it seems like he has just sort of disappeared. There have not been any uploads in over a year, and if anyone knows what has gone on with that channel, I am very curious. It was a really fun channel to watch all the locks that they made, and it was just such a really cool channel. But if you haven't heard of them before and you'd like to check them out, I'll put a link up on the top here so you can check out TNJ Lockpicking Nord and consider subscribing to them and just checking them out and learning a little more. The other channel I'd like to mention is Picme 1977. This channel also has not uploaded in over a year, and I'm just very curious to see if you have any knowledge on what happened to them. They were a pretty cool channel, and one cool thing that Picme always did is he would make a very custom little mat that you could put all of your picks in with your logo, and he was such a pretty cool guy, and I'm just wondering whatever happened to his channel. If you would like to check out that channel as well, I'll put a link up to Picme 1977 on the top here so you can check them out and consider subscribing. Another channel that hasn't been too active is Developer. Developer is a really talented picker. He was one of the earlier black belts on r/lockpicking on the subreddit, and he is really great at opening up medical locks. It's one of his specialties. He's always making some pretty interesting videos, but as of late his uploads have become more and more infrequent, and I'm just wondering if anyone has heard from Developer and seen what he has been up to. I miss interacting with him on Reddit, and he's been a really great guy to get to know, and I really hope everything is well. If you haven't checked out Developer before, I'll put a link on the top here so you can check out his channel and consider subscribing. Another channel that has not been very busy over the last month is Lockpicking Patrolmen. I reached out to Lockpicking Patrolmen a few days ago, and I was just asking him how he was doing. I haven't heard from him in a while. I noticed he hasn't uploaded in about a month. Lockpicking Patrolmen let me know that he had the flu and he's had a few things going on in his personal life, but he is not looking to go anywhere, and he'll be back hopefully in the relatively near future. If you haven't heard of Lockpicking Patrolmen before, or you'd like to check him out, I'm going to put a link up on the top here so you can check out his channel and consider subscribing. Lockpicking Patrolmen is always opening up cool challenge locks, making some cool videos, and it's just a really cool guy to get to know. So another thing I'd like to share is in last week's Locksport update, I highly encourage you as always to leave your updates in the comments below. That is where I get a lot of the great information that I like to share with the community, and a few of the channels were able to share with me. William Mansell let me know that he was finally able to open up his Avis 80 Ti-50 titanium. These are 6-pen locks with pretty good tolerances, a lot of spools, and give very subtle feedback. The Avis titanium is a really cool lock to get to learn, and he said he feels like he has mastered this one. They are the top lock on my 10 lock progressive lock list when you're first starting out, and I am so happy to hear that he's been able to master that lock and really start to get good at them. Those locks are locks that I do not look forward to picking. They always give me a lot of trouble, and I am so happy to see that William Mansell was able to get that lock open. If you haven't checked out his channel already, what I'll do is I'll put a link up on the top here so you can check him out and consider subscribing. The last thing I'd like to share is in my previous Locksport update, I mentioned Pestilence. Pestilence is a very small channel, and what he is really into is collecting old antique locks and restoring them and sharing them with the community. He shared with me previously that he got a lock-in that was a DM & Co. padlock. He believes it's from the Civil War era, and this lock was dug out of the ground is what it sounded like to me. He got it very rusted, and he was able to try to restore it a little bit using some vinegar and I believe some electrolysis. What I'd like to do is just show you a very quick clip of that lock so you can see it in action, you can see it before, and see a little bit of it afterwards. And I just want to share it with you because I think that was a pretty cool project, and I'm going to roll that clip for you right now.
Hello, Pestilence here with a DM & Company padlock. I believe it is Davenport, Mallory & Company. And this one was excavated. It was dug up. The lock cover is frozen in place. As you can see, there's plenty of sediment. What I do know is that I'm going to soak this for a good long time in vinegar. And hopefully this will take care of it. So, the cover is still frozen in place, and it's not going to move. So I believe my next step is going to be electrolysis.
Thank you so much for checking out that quick clip on Pestilence. That was a really cool lock that he worked on, and I'm just so excited to share it with you. If you haven't checked out Pestilence already, I will put a link to his channel in the video description below so you can check it out and consider subscribing. But either way, guys, that is all I have for you today. This has been this week's Locksport update. If you have any updates that you would like to share, whether it be on yourself or anyone else's channel, I highly recommend you leave them in the comments section below. I really enjoy reading through all the comments and being able to add everyone's updates into the next video. Thank you so much for checking out this video. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more like it, please subscribe. As always, thank you so much for checking out this video, and I hope you all have a great day, and just thank you so much for checking this out.